What is up, familia? Yo, oh, y'all can't hear me. Now I got you. Haha, what is up, familia? Yo, we had three big games in the NFL this past week, and it's time to talk about those just a little bit on this week's episode of Gridiron Nation. And also, it's about that time, man. I got to show some love, finally, long overdue, I guess, to my hometown squad, the NMSU Aggies, man. We're going to talk about them and what's going down with them, and also preview the week ahead in the NFL. This is Gridiron Nation, y'all. Thank you for joining me on yet another Tuesday night, man. So just kick back, relax, pour yourself a cold one, because I know I got me one. And let's get riding, baby. Let's do it. Yo, Gridiron Nation. Come on. It's time I get in the game, forget the money and fame. Stay ready, making sure that they'll remember my name. I got a hunger inside when the numbers are tied. I'ma turn it up a level, never will be denied. I got them back on their heels, about to have me a meal. Not Zeke, but I'ma eat the way I'm seeing the field. Take out the competition, they'll remember the name. The wicked one, I always bring it, got my head in the game. What is up, y'all? Thank y'all. Thank you guys for joining me once again. Another episode, man. I'm getting on a streak here. I'm starting to like this live streaming thing, man. I am. I'm starting to get a little more comfortable, Jersey. I am, bro. You told me. You told me from the jump, man. What is up, brother? Thank you for jumping in tonight, man. And again, I'm sorry I missed last week's show, but you understood why I had to, and I appreciate that. I did catch the show, man, and another good one, brother, just as always. But I will be there this week. Y'all need to be ready. The Gridiron coming at you with your boy, OG Double G, and the man himself, Mr. Jersey the King, man. I'll be there this Saturday, so y'all be ready for that live stream, all right? Because we got a lot to talk about. Ignacio, what is up, brother? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good, brother. Hope you're hanging out, man, and ready to just chill with me just a little bit, man. But hey, we had a big week, y'all. We had a big week in NFL this week. For us here in Las Cruces, it was a big week in NCAA football. Hell, we got NBA just, going through my Magic. We're 3-2 right now. We dropped one to the Mavericks last night. It was a game that the Magic were kind of in control of the whole game, and then it just got away from them in the fourth quarter. But I'm believing in my squad this year. And real quick, I have to show love and respect. Not love. I'm not going to show love. Okay, let me dial that back. Hey, I got to show respect. All right. To the Texas Rangers, they took out my boys, man, my D-backs, who were the more improbable of the two. I guess both these teams, a lot of teams, nobody saw them going to the World Series. But hey, man, they made it, and I got to give much respect, much props to you Rangers fans and to your squad, man. Y'all got it done, 3-1, and it is what it is. But I'm proud of my D-backs. I'm proud we got there, man. You know what I mean? I'm just proud of the team, especially because we were strong in the first half, and then the way we came out in the second half of the season after the All-Star break, it really looked like the D-backs, like I think I saw something saying that they had like the lowest chance at so many weeks after the All-Star break to make the playoffs this year. So we started, man, going on a drought, and it was horrible. And then like the last quarter of the season, man, they got strong. The bats woke up. Our aces started killing it. And then, Corbin Carroll, man, rookie of the year right there. We got us a gem in that dude. He came on. So, hey, I'm just happy. We went up against the Brewers, who were the 3 seed in the first round, y'all. D-backs swept them. Get off the playoff stage, y'all. And then the hated rival, the Dodgers came. Freaking Dodgers came in the picture. And what we do? My boys swept them too. So after that, I was good, y'all. I was like, yeah, That's all I wanted, man. Not just to beat the Dodgers and knock them out of the playoffs, but to sweep them. It was beautiful. So anything after that, well, if we were to win the World Series, it was like a bonus. But I'm happy with the squad. So while I am showing respect to the Texas Rangers on a well-earned World Series victory, I got to give my love to my squad. The Arizona Diamondbacks, man, thank y'all for giving us a lot to cheer about, giving us this run this year. And hopefully next year, yeah, we're going all in. Let's get back to this World Series, all right? Hey, you like that? You like that, bro? Hey, Isaiah, that's that thing I was telling you about, bro. A little tidbit. I could throw all kinds of shit on here, dude. It's dope as hell. It's dope, man, but that's it, brother. That's it, man. Thank you for joining me. Well, I'm assuming you're like on your lunch break, dog, or on your break, because I know I saw you get to work. You're closing tonight. Hey, but I appreciate you, brother. Straight up, man. Yeah. Jersey, chilling, relaxing with the wifey. That's it, man. You gotta have that quality time. You know what I mean? That's your wife, man. So it's time to chill. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. On break, yeah. All right. Appreciate you jumping in, my friend. Yeah, hey, Isaiah, later on, you need to come back and watch this shit, the whole thing, man. Because, I got some stuff to say about the Cowboys game and our fans. You already know, bro. It's probably nothing you ain't heard from me this week yet, but straight up, bro. What is up, Angel? What's up, my friend? How you doing, brother? I am chilling tonight. Having a drink, brother. I'm good, though, man. I'm ready to roll with you guys. We got a lot to talk about, man. All right. Straight up, man. And my brother says, yeah, proud Diamondbacks fan, bro. We know we got a squad coming next year, man. I'm excited about next season. I'm excited about it. Cannot wait. Baseball's got I don't know if it's them or NHL. One of them has the shortest off season. But either way, baseball is going to be back sooner than we know. No, it's got to be hockey because baseball don't come back again until the spring. I mean, I'm thinking NBA. Hockey. Focus. Let's get it on, man. Let's do this, bro. Oh, okay. Hold on. Angel says, sorry, I had to leave last week, but I ain't leaving this week, bro. He's with me. And y'all, I posted up. Some of you might have saw it. I cut out. I'm trying to play with doing these little snippets. The one I put out yesterday was one of the first ones I was doing with Restream because they got a beta going on. They're the ones that I do my streaming through. And I did like a 5-minute snippet from last week's episode for y'all that caught it about the whole hangover thing. And Angel tags me. He's like, dog, I didn't know you went on. Man. You went on too early. I was like, no, don't worry, bro. Chill. It's tomorrow. This was a snippet because he missed part of last week's episode. So I hope you caught it, though. I hope you went back and watched it, bro, or listened to it on Spotify. If y'all get a chance, man, listen to the episodes. It helps me out. I'm trying to build a thing like I get a certain amount of listens on average per week, and I can start putting in for advertising and putting in for monetary. I'm still long ways from that, but you guys are my crew, man. You guys are my squad, all right? So I got to start with you. We get stronger. You know what I mean? We're stronger. All right. He says, I did, bro. It was great. Dig it, bro. Yes, it was a weird week in the NFL, y'all. And let's get to the rundown. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. A lot to talk about because we had 3 big games in the NFL this past week. And, let's just say on my predictions last week, I went 0-3 on those damn 3 games, y'all. It was the Buffalo game and Cincy. It was Dallas and the Eagles, which was a hell of a fucking game. Even if you don't like both teams, y'all got to admit that was a hell of a game. Even if you're a Cowboys fan, we lost. It was a freaking hell of a football game, man. By 2 top teams. And then that damn Chiefs game with Miami. So we're going to get into that a little bit later. Okay, a little bit later. Now, I've been noticing some things online, y'all, that there are a lot of people talking about this whole the whole merger thing. It's picking up again, the rumors, the leaks, And like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, I'm done with the leaks and the rumors. First of all, the rumors keep changing. 10 teams, 12 teams, all 16 teams. Oh, it's going to be 8 teams. Whatever. I ain't believing shit until I hear something. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But I'm still gonna listen though. Like when Jersey, and all the cats from the X-Fan Legion are saying something, I'm still gonna be like, okay, what are they hearing? Am I ready to jump on this yet? I'm not yet. Guys. So just be patient, okay? Hopefully I'm just saying because there's been a rumor that there's an announcement coming this week, and that now it's back to 12 teams. I don't know. All right. So what is up, B? Fellow Cowboy fanatic and Dak supporter. Yeah, hey, B, our boy balled out this week, did he not? And you know what's sad? Our fan base. I'm going to wait. Because when I get into that game, I'm going to go in on our fans again. I have to. But B, Dak, he balled out, man. He definitely did. My dude showed that he wanted this game. He played with heart. So that's one thing I will say. Angel says, fire the refs. Bro, we've been saying this like all season, right? Like every fucking game. It's not even just Cowboys games. It's not even just like when it's obviously one-sided at times with certain teams. Kansas City, Philly. Damn, sorry. I need a drink from my beer. We've been saying this all year, man. The refs have been a problem. And until the NFL actually addresses it, and until the NFL decides that we're going to hold these guys accountable, we're going to start taking money out of their game checks. All right? We're going to start kind of putting some suspensions for games, how many games these guys can, because they get paid per game. We're going to start doing that. Until the NFL does that and holds these dudes accountable, like they do the players for all their actions, anytime they do something that they're not supposed to do on the field, all right, then they get held accountable by the league. Until the NFL starts doing that, these refs ain't going to give a shit, y'all. They ain't going to give a damn. They still got, some of them have personal interest. Who knows? There could be betting interest. We know this has happened before in sports. So why wouldn't it happen now? It's not too far-fetched to think that that's possible. That some of these refs are kind of controlling the point spread a little bit. You feel me? So it is, man. And I don't believe that a lot of the games per se, how they're going to play out, are fixed, because let me just real quick, before, I'm not going to get into the details of the Cowboys Eagles yet, but this is just the one that comes to mind. When you look at the little things, the inches that could have changed something that Dallas had control over, or not control over, but you know what I'm saying, could have changed the turnout of the game. Okay. Do I now believe that the referees are having an interest, whether it's by the league direction or personal interest, either way, to try to help the outcome of the game in their favor? I'm starting to believe that shit a little bit. And don't talk to Jersey about this, because Jersey will be the first to tell you this shit is fucking rigged. It's fixed. And I'm like, no. Because sometimes the games you can't decide, like when a field goal hits the freaking, thing, and like it costs the game. But I do believe that they can have a direction to make sure that it sways a little more one way, the odds, than another. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know this. We all been seeing it, man. Come on. We have all been seeing it. Takes me back to that Giants game versus the Bills, when the refs right there in front of Darren Waller, seeing his shit get pulled down, held down while he's trying to reach up for the ball. And the ref's like, damn, that was a hell of a good defensive play. Game over. Come on now. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And that's the problem, Jersey. That's the problem. The refs should not have the power to decide a game. If a player commits a penalty, call him for the damn penalty. All right? Even if it's going to put the opposing team on the 1 yard line with one play left. You know what I mean? Bills and Giants, my example again. So, like Sunday. Jersey. See, y'all got to understand it. If you haven't watched the Gridiron, then you won't know this about Jersey. Or maybe if you have seen him on my show. And if you haven't watched the Gridiron, then then y'all need to freaking get your shit together and do it on Saturday morning. I don't care if you're hungover. You can lay there on your phone watching us. and commenting. All right, tell your friends, share it. But Jersey has been saying it since I met this dude. I'm believing that. He's like, I like the dude. He's a great dude. He's a hell of a leader. Plays hard regular season. But he calls him division round Dak. Hashtag Dak's my quarterback. Just saying. But so he'll tell me straight up, like, dog, I just don't. I like the dude, but I don't trust him. I don't believe in him to get us to where we got to go. Fair enough. Because there's reason for him to not believe that. But Jersey is unlike a lot of our fan base who are they just need to hate Dak for whatever reason. No matter what. Jersey's unlike that. Jersey will tell you, hey, Dak played good or Dak played like shit. Y'all know I do the same thing. I support Dak. I trust him. Love the dude. But y'all saw what happened after that Niners game. What did I do? I ripped into his ass. I ripped into him. All right, but look, Jersey's saying Dak did his thing. Even I give him credit in this game. He played his ass off. Damn right he did. But then he follows up with his shit. Come on now. I got my co-host of the Gridiron trolling on my own personal show, man. It's all love, Jersey. Y'all already know, though, man. So we're going to get into that a little bit later. There you go. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's all love for Jersey, the king, in this place, man. Brother says my NFL needs to start investigating. Hell, bro, I think the NFL is in on this shit. To be honest, now if they're not, then yes. If it's referees that have betting interests, whether with themselves or externally getting in through them, then yeah, they need to start investigating. But I'm sorry, if the NFL gave a damn, which is why I think they're in on this shit, swaying it. Hey, for today's game, kind of make it sway a little bit more this way than that way. You know what I mean? With the calls, turn a blind eye at times. Problem is they're turning a blind eye on shit that's obvious to everybody as you've seen it. Lane Johnson false start on every damn play this season for the Eagles. Where's the flag? You know what I mean? Come on. So that's why I think the NFL they don't give a shit. Because if they did, they would have already incorporated, some repercussions, some accountability. You're gonna get suspended. You know what I mean? We're going to take money out of your pocket because you're going to get fined every game that you're missing obvious calls that are deciding a game. Either that or what else would they do? Why not do what the USFL and the XFL do and let them challenge for a penalty? No, they won't do that. Why? Because the NFL's like, well, those are our reps, man. We don't want you making them look bad, having to challenge a play to where they obviously missed a call. I think they should do that, to be honest. Challenge everything but holding, because holding can happen on every play. We all know this. It does. Other than that, though, PI calls, missed PI calls, why not? You know what I mean? So, all right, we got into a long-ass segment there that I didn't even mean to do. Y'all taking me longer than I mean to. It's all good, though, man. I have fun with you guys. So let's get rolling, baby. All right. I got to get again into this topic, guys. First of all, I have to show love, okay? By the way, sorry, I just saw a comment coming. Everybody agreeing. Appreciate that. We all think the same because we all love this game, and this officiating is hurting the integrity. And I get it. Back in the day, the officials weren't as bad because they could let a lot more go because the game's changed. It's gotten soft now. I get it's for the player safety, but whatever. Why is it if it's for the player safety that we got more people getting hurt now than we did then with those warriors, those soldiers back from the 90s and before? Don't make no damn sense. Make it make sense to me, y'all, because I don't get it. But anyways, I said we were moving on from this, didn't I? All right. Now, thank y'all again, once again, for joining me on Gridiron Nation. Y'all see it on the little screen back there. This is the podcast that is made for all the average hardcore football fans by the average hardcore football fan. Y'all already understand that's exactly what I am. Let's get it on, baby. I got to show love. If you're here from New Mexico, if you're from here in Las Cruces, we have got to show love, man. I told you guys earlier in the season I wasn't ready yet, man. I know they made a bowl game last year. I know it's a new culture come into NMSU, but we've seen it before. So I was very hesitant, man, because I was like, nah, we've seen this before. You know, back with Coach Samuel, we've seen this. It was supposedly all this hype with the Hal Mummy era and the air raid offense, which they did have one of the top offenses in the nation. The problem is they couldn't fucking stop nobody. So I was very cautious going into this year. Said, all right, because we saw it a few years ago when they went to a bowl game out there in Arizona. Next season, they were trash. So y'all understand, if you're from Las Cruces or you're New Mexico, you're familiar with the NMSU Aggies and our history, y'all understand why I was so hesitant. You know, I'm much more trusting with the baseball, basketball, volleyball teams. You understand why? But these boys are balling, y'all. First season in Conference USA. Okay. And they have got themselves already bowl eligible as of last week's win. Quarterback Diego Pavia, I believe he played at Volcano Vista here in New Mexico. I believe that I don't know if I did my research right, but he is from Albuquerque. And Albuquerque, they didn't even want him. They were like, nah, take your ass down to the poor part of the state in Las Cruces. Yeah, you go play with the peasants down there. You know what I love that Pavia did after that? He proceeded to go up there to Albuquerque when we played them this year in the Lobos. And he gave them a beat down, and it was a beautiful thing to see. Say, y'all didn't want me, now I'm about to whoop that ass. And he did. So Diego Pavia right now, quarterback for New Mexico State. My respect, dude. You are balling out right now. He's got the Aggies at 7-3, y'all. Brand new team to Conference USA. Now, I'm looking at ahead. Okay, he's got 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Very good touchdown to turnover ratio. But he has got some games coming up, man. This squad is, well, next week, I believe. No. 2 weeks. I'm sorry, guys. I believe it's 2 weeks from now. The Aggies will be taking on Auburn. And we've done this a lot, y'all. We know this. We've done this a lot because the Aggies are always that one team that, like, they were always traditionally one of the worst football teams in the nation. So they would do the money games. You know, you go play a big school in their house, you know, during the season so they can pad their record and they throw you down a couple million. You know what I mean? That's the way that works in college football. I think Aggies are going to be getting paid for this game, okay? Auburn's looking at this as a money game. This isn't the same Aggies team, though. All right, that Auburn's faced before. Now, I will say I don't expect NMSU to win this game on the road. They may even get blown out by, you know, but I expect them to make it interesting at least for a half. Okay, so I'm going to be very interested. But before that, they do take on Western Kentucky, who's at 5-4. That is a game that the Aggies should win. I think they will win. And they will jump to 8 wins, and they will solidify themselves in the bowl, you know, the bowl scene right there. They are in contention now. I think one more win gets them in. I think they get this win. But then you've got Auburn. They have to get this win, actually, because you've got Auburn after this, Aggies. And then you've got Jacksonville State. Was the same record as y'all right now, 7-3. Another very good team. So Aggies got something coming up, man, but I really feel that they will get into a bowl. I think the Western Kentucky game is the big game for them. Now, Auburn, y'all can get it done there and pull off a major upset. We've seen it in college football this year already. Yeah, we're going to be – that's even better. You know what I mean? So, all I'm saying, Aggies, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right? I don't mind apologizing. When the season started, I told my viewers, my listeners, no. I ain't ready yet. I mentioned y'all, but I said I ain't ready yet. I got to see it. And I've seen it. I've seen it, man. So I am on board. I'm jumping on bandwagon if you want. I don't care. I don't care. I'll say it. I'll say it. But I got to support the hometown Aggies, man. Always do anyways, especially when they play the rivals. But now they have made me believe that, okay, we've got a different culture here now. You know what I mean? So let's get it. Let's get it. I'm all in. Gridiron Nation is all in. And we're going to be keeping an eye on the Aggies these next few weeks, y'all. All right? Because we're trying to get back to that bowl, baby. We are trying to get back to that bowl. That is right. That's right, Angel. Aggie up. I will drink to that. I like this question, Joe. See, now you got to put me on the spot, bro. Which bowl game? Okay, well, admittedly, I have not done my research at which games right now in particular that they qualify for. But if you're going to ask me right off the top, bro, I mean, if we're not going to go to one of them big bowls, which obviously we probably won't, but you never know. Hey, beat Auburn, who knows? I mean, I'm not saying championship level, but you know what I mean? One of the more known bowls. But if we can't, hell, I'll take the New Mexico Bowl. Let's stay here at home. Why not? The Lobos did it. The Lobos did it. Let's keep the Aggies here at home in New Mexico. Have a bunch of us from Las Cruces take the trip up there. I'll do it myself. And go support these boys right in our own backyard. Why not? But that's the one that comes to mind. Okay, so let me do a little more research. I should have come into this more prepared with that, but I've been busy and I got some things going on. You know what I mean? So, but I will get back to you on that. But if you have to throw one right off the bat, I'm talking about the New Mexico Bowl. Let's keep our boys if we can. You know, unless you get an invite to a better, well-known bowl that's going to bring more money, then I'm cool with that. But hell, man, if it's at the level of the New Mexico Bowl, I'm good with that, man. Let's do that. Maybe even the Sun Bowl. Now, I know the Sun Bowl is it's more prestigious, so you're going to get better teams there. So that's probably out of the question because you're going to get better, higher-known teams. You're going to get somebody out of the Pac-12 probably. Who knows? Now, I got to also do research on which bowl games this year are going to have which conferences. So, but if I just off the top, New Mexico Bowl, let's keep the boys here at home so we can all travel up there and give them a home game in the bowl game. What do you think, Joey? What do you think, man? And thank you for at least chiming in on this, man. Joey, Hot 103, baby. Y'all need to be listening. That's the man right there. Him and Miss Jackie. Got nothing but love for them. Always, always. There you go. Sorry, I just saw the comment. New Mexico Bowl. If we can get that, man, hell, let's all make the trip up there. You know what I mean? We're planning this shit. We'll all roll up there. We'll roll up in numbers to boot to get strong, man. St. Crucis up in this piece. Yeah. Because y'all already know, man, we're down here. It ain't about them Lobos. It ain't about them Lobos. Nah, because the Lobos are trash. Yeah, about them Aggies, baby. It's about them Aggies. So we'll see. We'll see, man. But yeah, what is up, Anthony? Hey, much respect to you, my friend. I appreciate that. You are not the only Eagles fan that I respect your opinion because there's been a couple of them. And, you know, real Eagles fans, guys that I've been in social media with for quite a while that, you know, we used to trash talk and now it's a little more real. Okay, cool. We'll do a little bit of trash talk, but you know, like you and Matt, you know, y'all came on, you were like, you know what? No, your boy balled out. So I was telling Matt, like, man, I got freaking Cowboys fans hating on Dak, saying blaming him. They're like, shit. He was like, And even Anthony, we were in the chat during the game in the NFC Beast, and even Anthony's like, man, like our fucking secondary is trash tonight, you know. And Dak was doing his thing, so I appreciate you, bro. Much respect, much respect. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. All right, my tia Alice. Love you, tia. Thank you, Mio. Even though I'm here in Cali, it's awesome to stay hometown informed. You already know. Staying home. I got to stay more up with the Aggies. And next year, I'm going to cover a little more high school football. We started that this offseason. with Fabian Lazoya. So we're gonna keep going with that. All right, next year. So yeah, I am down with this, man. It's a hell of a freaking idea, Angel. Hell of an idea. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Ball game just to test them. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way. We're beating teams we should. The Jackson State game at the end of the season is going to be a really good test. I don't expect them to beat Auburn, but yeah, to see where we're at, I'm like, all right, let's see them against a team with a little more known in college football, because the Aggies are very well known in college basketball, volleyball, baseball. But football, we've been like the laughing stock up until these last couple of years when we brought in the new coach. We brought in, a new culture, and he's changed everything, man. So we're excited, but I do want to see that, man. So let's get rolling, y'all. Now let's get right into this. What am I looking at? Oh, Cowboys today. They signed Martavius Bryant. Did play in the XFL for the Vegas Vipers. I know you know this, Jersey. So a lot of people, what's crazy, y'all, is like, I hate complaining about my fan base so much on here, but this is my vent, man. We're familia, so I can talk to you guys. By bitching about my own fan base. I'm seeing people today like, damn, man, what the hell? Why did Jerry make this move? This is stupid. We should have went and got a running back to help Pollard. We should have went and got this and this. I'm like, okay, hold on, though. I don't mean we're not, or that don't, O-line, maybe some depth. We actually just signed a receiver with a lot of potential. He was balling when he was in Pittsburgh. So Martavius Bryant, there's potential there, but it's a low risk, high reward. It's like a lottery ticket. Okay? You're going to get, for very little pay, you could have something with this dude. I don't know what this tells me about what's going on with the Cowboys. I don't know if it means they're not trusting Gallup no more. Michael Gallup's my favorite Cowboy right now. You guys know this on offense. I have a favorite offensive defensive player. But even now I'm like, I don't know what's going on with my boy, y'all. I don't. He's a possession receiver. Before the ACL, that was his thing. He did not drop balls, and he caught the ball when nobody else could. Now he's dropping them, man, right out. What's going on? I don't know if that's the issue. I guess is they're looking at Turpin, who's banged up, still playing. They're finally involving him. And I don't know what's going on with Brandon Cooks. Apparently he was brought in to be a decoy. That was about it. So apparently he's playing that role very well because CeeDee Lamb is eating. Yes, that's sarcasm. Y'all know this. But Martavius Bryant is a guy that if for some reason he's got to come in and he can get into this offense, he's got the skill and the talent to be able to help us out, man. You know what I mean? So they paid low for him. But people are complaining about it. So my number one question is, people are like, well, we needed a running back. Okay, the running back level that we need to help Pollard right now is not available in the free agent market, y'all. I'm sorry. Who are we going to sign right now that's a free agent that can come in right away and be an impact player running back? This is why I felt we should have addressed that before the trade deadline. But that's dead and gone. That's my point. So, and I know we need O-line depth. I've been saying that. I don't mean we're not going to get it. I don't know. Maybe they're doing something. We saw this move. It came out of nowhere. But I like the move. Why? Why not? I mean, why not? Hell, you keep him around. He shows you some in practice. You carry him over to next year. You know what I mean? So, not a bad move. Not a bad move. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm liking the way Dowdle's playing right now. I really am, man. He was running hard the other night, man. He was running harder than Tony. It's almost like Dowdle's like, yo, Pollard, you're my boy, but you're slipping a little bit. I might have an opportunity here to get more carries per game if I show something. He's showing something. He's showing something. Yes, exactly. We need depth. Yeah. Tolbert's starting to come up, and I like that. But yeah, we do need depth. You never know, man. You never know. I like that Turpin's getting involved. Of course, Cooks needs to get more involved. I don't know what was going on this past week. But, yes, this is what I'm talking about. We saw this in Pittsburgh Martavis is a deep ball threat and a slot threat. All I'm saying is we got a deep ball threat. How you get them both on the field? Let's do something. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Rico does. He's playing like he does, bro. He really is. He really is. So, just like you're talking about what I was saying, right? About some of the fans. That's all right, though. That's all right, man. So, chat, how y'all feel about the NCAA adding some HBCU teams to the Pac-12? Oh, Jersey. I like that idea. Why not? Since all these power conferences that, they're coming together to like 3 or 4 power conferences, why not? And if the Aggies show something, teams like them, I'm not saying them in particular, but teams like them go on win a bowl this year, that second year in a row, why not? They're going to have to start looking for these mid-tier, mid-major teams. They have to if the Pac-12 wants to survive because they're losing everybody. Jersey, we got to talk about this, bro. The Gridiron, straight up. So have a good question. So, yeah, and I was telling y'all this. You guys know this. You've been watching my show, man. You've been watching. I ain't been doing live stream. But you get it. You've been listening to my show since I started. And I've told people, Tony Pollard is not a 3-down bat. I loved what we last year, man. That 1-2 punch, lightning and thunder, it was perfect. This is why I was like, damn it, keep Zeke in somehow. I know, make him the number 2, but still, man, what we had was so good. If we had that running game right now, y'all, with the way our defense is this year and the way Dax opened it up this past couple weeks, damn. But I like Pollard, but he needs to be like in the situation. Boom, you hit him when they're not expecting it, man. You know what I mean? That's when he's really, really good. So you're right, brother. I agree. Anyways, had to show my love to the Aggies. So let's get into next week. No, this week. No, we got to do our recap, y'all. All right, man. This show's going to go a little longer than I expected. Okay. That's okay, though. Y'all chilling with me? Y'all roll with me? Salud, my friends. Let's do it. Now, let's talk about the first game that I actually talked about last week, which was the Sunday morning game. Be honest. How many of you got up for that Chiefs and Dolphins game? How many of you woke up early? Jersey, I know you did. Mm-hmm. JP, I know you did. Where the hell is JP? Can somebody tag this man? I'm going to text his ass right now. Watch. Look, y'all. I'm about to text him. You see this? Yeah, JP, I'm about to text your ass. I don't care. That's how we do it here, man. We all on that personal level. So, but what was I? Now, I know JP was up. And so we got up early to watch this game. And wasn't quite how I expected, but I got to be honest, that Chiefs defense are showing why they've been one of the top 5 defenses in the league this year. And they did it again. Okay, they did it again. They held the Dolphins. I was seeing something saying that like the Dolphins are averaging like 14 points a game right now. That can't be like legit for all season. It has to be over a stretch of like 3 games because that 70 points they hung on the Broncos alone would like jump that. You know what I mean? I'll have to look more into that, y'all. But anyways, so what'd you guys think of this game? I really felt that the Chiefs defense brought it. Chris Jones and these guys. You know what I loved? What they did was they said, you know what? Why have teams been backing up in y'all and letting Kelsey have his way all year? There's no more Tyreek Hill there. You know, every teams are figuring out now. I mean, I'm talking about the Chiefs. What am I doing? I'm looking at the wrong thing here. I'm looking at what Miami was supposed to be doing. Sorry, I got my notes right here, man, and they're kind of messed up. Anyways, You expected the Dolphins to do that because Ramsey was back, y'all. Why would you need to back up? So they took Kelsey out of the game. I was really kind of pissed off about that because I have him in fantasy in one of the leagues, and I lost that damn week, this past week in that league. We're going to get to the fantasy football here in a little bit for the Gridiron Nation. All right, just stay tuned because that's coming here up a little bit later. So, and right here. Yep. Yeah, you saw it in the fourth quarter when they started giving the ball to Mostert, and he was like starting the ball, man. And I was like, see, there you go. And they would go away from it. It's almost they were trying to force feed Tyreek Hill at times, man, and that was the problem because KC was focused on Tyreek Hill this game. They knew Jalen Waddle's banged up. They know that he's kind of slow on a step right now, so they weren't afraid of him. They were going to make Tua beat them or make the run game beat them, and they didn't want to run the ball. And I think Kansas City knew this, man. Like, Andy Reid is one of the best coaches in the league of his era, by the way, for a reason. They saw this coming, that Chiefs defense was ready to go. Chris Jones and his boys. I just feel like the Dolphins, are they... Is it them or the Bills that would be like the Cowboys of the AFC right now? Yeah, that hurts to say that, but I'm serious because Miami's been struggling against these good teams, man, and they were in a position to win this ball game. And there was times when I'm like, fuck it, I was seeing them in the fourth quarter, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. Y'all need points. Just freaking take a long shot. Just send freaking Tyreek on a hot route. Put him in motion so he doesn't get clipped at the line. And you send his ass on a hot route. Let him outrun the damn defense. He's faster than Ramsey. Come on. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I got to give props to the Chiefs now. I do think, especially with that turnover at the end and just a lot of things I saw, that they... that KFC. Yeah, Andy Reid, baby. I do think that there was a lot of drop. I shouldn't say too much, but there was a drop here for Tua in that MVP conversation. I don't know how much yet. I don't know for Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill goes based on Tua. Tua ain't getting the ball there. Tyreek Hill did have some drops, though, and then they done took the ball right out your hands. Never mind. Scratch that. This just dropped Tyreek Hill's stake a lot. Now you let these men walk up and take that ball out your hands, dog. Come on now. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, come on. He was dropping passes. Dropped one that would have been a touchdown. He would have been gone. It wasn't in the end zone, but it's right in the basket. He drops it. So, nah, that ain't happening. Moving on. I got to get prepared for this, y'all, because I'm about to rant. The Dallas Cowboys. 5-yard loss to the Eagles. First of all, I don't know I'm real. I'm real with it. Okay? I'm real with it. I'm going to tip my hat to the Eagles. You guys made plays when you had to. You did. Specifically that key times, man. Like Kenneth Gainwell was killing us at key times. It's like, damn it. Come on, defense. I felt the defense didn't step up the way I think we needed them to. I did tell y'all, we told y'all, Jersey's been saying it too. We've been telling you guys that Dak would have to ball out this game. He would have, well, not ball out, but he would have to play well. He did better than play well. I do play his ass off. Hell, on that run where he's trying to get to the end zone and he got flipped, man, I was just like, damn. I was standing up, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I was standing up when he took off running, and I'm like, go, Dak, you get this shit. And I'm yelling at the TV. And when he flips and he goes down, and I'm like, all right, he's cool, he's up. And I'm yelling at the TV. I'm like, that is my dude. That's my dude, Dak. That's what I'm talking about. Because that showed you right there. The passion, the effort that this man gives. You cannot question that. I don't care if you don't like the dude. Nobody can question the effort that Dak Prescott put in this game, the confidence he had in this game. I've been telling you guys that when you look at what the Niners game was, he was already intimidated. This team's in his head. It's opposite with the Eagles. He knows he owns this team. He knows the way he plays. I mean, he still owns them. They're 8-4 now. Okay? Going to go 9-4 when we see him in Dallas. I guarantee you that. I am guaranteeing that. We play like this, shit. In our house, but back to this game, that effort was there, man. You know, he was throwing the ball. He was confident, man. So much respect to my dude, Dak. This, no matter what the haters are saying, this is not on you. Now, to those haters, I'm just going to say this, guys. You guys hear me say it all the time that our fan base is very toxic. And that's one of the reasons we have one of the worst reputations for fan bases in the league. It's one of the reasons that people hate our team. I'm going to be honest. And if you don't like the Cowboys, if you're on here and you don't like the Cowboys, I don't know if any of you are, but Anthony, maybe, I've heard it from people. It's not the team that we hate. Like, it's your fans that make us hate them. And I'm going to be honest, Philly fans, that's the same thing. But I turn around and I'm just constantly reminded every week that I'm like, oh, okay, I see it. There it is. That's why everybody hates us. Yeah, you, whatever comment I'm reading or some shit like that. But I just know that all week I've been seeing some fans in some groups and on social media trying to pin this loss on Dak. They're trying, man. They're trying, like, grasping for anything. Oh, that last play. Why did he take a sack? He took a sack because he couldn't throw the damn ball, stupid. I was trying to, I had to put somebody in their place today in the Cowboys group, y'all, because he was arguing the intentional grounding rule to me. And I'm telling him, dog, you're going to lose 10 yards and a loss of down. You know what I mean? Would that have been better? He couldn't get out the pocket. It had collapsed right away on that one that he took the sack. And this dude's like, just throw it away. And I'm like, if he throws it away, that's intentional grounding, fool. And then he's like, it is only 5 yards. I'm like, I try to school them, y'all, and sometimes they're just not, they don't have it in them to listen. So I had to, he was like, Google it. So I Googled it, took a fucking screenshot, 10-yard penalty, lost it down. And then he's like, well, if you throw it through the end zone, the refs are usually more relaxed about it then. I'm like, first of all, there was nothing relaxed about the officiating the other night. I told him. They would have thrown a flag. Said, second of all, you're being situational. And third of all, if you go back and watch the play, he wasn't in a position to throw it that far to the back of the end zone. Otherwise, he would have taken the shot. You feel me? Like, some of y'all make no damn sense. Get on my damn nerves. Man. Thankfully, my people, you guys, the nation, we're not in that category. Whether you're a Dak hater or not, you're not in that category. We can all be logical here. So, stop blaming Dak Prescott. We were actually in this game because of Dak. I'm going to blame more the defense at times, giving up big plays. And when it was the worst possible time, I know the officiating, the penalties were pretty level, but damn, did they miss some pretty obvious ones on the Eagles. That's all I'm saying. And plus, start throwing the damn flag on Lane Johnson. Damn it. I told you guys about this 2 weeks before our game when I made the joke about I hope Jerry's on the phone all week before the game. With Goodell telling them that your officiating crew better be watching for this. Obviously, he wasn't, or they weren't listening. Because Lane Johnson, while he was still getting owned at times by Tank Lawrence, thank you very much, he was jumping again. They don't throw that damn flag. So part of it was that, but the game of inches thing, man. There was the play to Shoemaker when, and don't get it twisted, guys. You're going to see this thing where people are trying to say, oh, look, Dak could have hit Cooks up the middle wide open. He was wide open up the middle. Problem is, when you break that play down, his first progression is to the tight end. He made that right play. If you go back and look at Michael Irvin, this morning, I think it was, he was breaking it down. He was explaining to you why this was the play where it's supposed to go. If you have that player out in front, you know what I mean, in single coverage, then you're good. The thing is, Ferguson did not make, or I think it was Ferguson that did not make, he was supposed to make the little screen right there. Hassan Reddick was coming down on Dak, y'all. By the time Dak would have looked to the next progression of Cooks, he's sacked. It's the bottom line. Go back and watch it if you don't believe me. All right. So if you hear that kind of nonsense, just school them with that. Okay. Because some of these fools just be saying shit that other people are saying on the internet. And then it's like wildfire and it's stupidity all over our fan base. And that's when they get exposed. So just a heads up, y'all. All right. Now, that's not to take away from what our secondary did, though. I mean, our secondary, y'all, they played very well. They did. The problem was we gave up something like on a third down when it was like, damn, we shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? Like that was the worst possible time for that. But I will say this. Our secondary, they played. I mean, I talked about A.J. Brown being the guy that scared me. While he did get a lot of receptions, 7 receptions. Fuck. 7 receptions for A.J. Brown usually means well over 100 yards and probably 1 or 2 touchdowns on average for him. 7 receptions for 66 yards was not what I expected. Very good job on him. Problem was he got a touchdown. One of those was a touchdown. Devontae Smith, I told you guys that matchup with him and Deron Bland was going to be a key matchup. And while Deron Bland overall did a good job, I'm like, okay, if you're going to give up a few catches, one of them cannot be a touchdown. He gave one up. Granted, I can't take nothing away from Hurts on the throw on that touchdown because it was a freaking dime. It was a dime to Devontae Smith. But you did not see Bland go up because if Bland had been in the right position, his body in the right direction, going the right direction, he would have been in a position to at least get up there, get the hands to the face, get in the grill, and affect it. But he wasn't. When you go back and watch the replay, he was like, man, and okay, you were not in the right position, dog. Correct that. So that was big. That one hurt. Yeah, the PI on Gilmore was, wow. You see what I'm saying when they're like making up shit? I'm looking at that replay and I'm like, what the fuck did you see? First of all, it was just like the usual contact they make on a break. Second of all, it was uncatchable. By the rule, by the NFL, by your own damn rule, NFL, the catch has to be the pass, excuse me. See, I'm getting a little worked up. The pass has to be catchable for it to be pass interference. It was way out of bounds. He was throwing it away. It wasn't catchable. So that was BS. Because I believe that was on the third down. Extended the drive. So, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. He did. And, like I said, the difference here was if you look at everything, y'all, like, if I'd have told you guys, let's be real here. If I told you guys, okay, y'all, Dak Prescott is going to go 29 to 44, around there 60-some%. He's going to throw for almost 400 yards, 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And then with our defense, what are you thinking? You're like, oh, we win that game. If he's throwing those stats with no interceptions, 3 touchdowns, almost 400 yards, we win that game. Because our defense won't allow us to lose. But our defense allowed us to give them 28 points. Unacceptable, y'all. Why is nobody talking about that? I love our defense. I know we made some plays when we had to. But damn it if we did not give up some plays when we didn't have to. And I know the refs were doing their shit too. But still, man, you can't leave it on them. That's why even more. You're hearing in boxing all the time. And in MMA. When guys get screwed by the judges and they're like, well, next time, don't let it go to the judges. Don't make it to where it's close enough that the judges, or in this case, the referees, can decide the outcomes. No. Defense. I need better. I needed better. And that's hard to say because I love what our secondary, they did their job, man, on A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. They really did. But 3 catches for 50 yards to Goddard was big, even when he went out. Okay? Gainwell, those plays he had were big. While he didn't like blow up the stat sheet, it's about having an impact. You know what I mean? And those runs that they did to him, like they killed us because they were like on 3rd downs. So, yeah, we held DeAndre Swift to 43 yards. We did everything on the stat sheet right, y'all. Everything on both sides of the ball on the stat sheet was what we were supposed to do. And yet, exactly what Jersey says here, Mike McCarthy needs to learn how to manage the game. It's been an issue since he got hired. Sometimes he's good at it, but sometimes the team on the field, I should say, puts it in a position where maybe it hides it. I don't know. But what do y'all think, man? Hit me off in the comments. But we got to move on. Just giving y'all my take. But the Eagles, much respect. You guys earned that win. I give you that. You guys earned that win. But you know now, you know what that told me? This is not the Cowboys team that was against San Francisco. This is a Cowboys team now. They better take some confidence from this because I did, guys. That's why I wasn't mad about this loss or sad. I was disappointed, obviously, like you guys were. But I wasn't too. I'm like, I feel better this week than I did after the San Francisco game. You know why? Because I'm like, man, we got them scared now. A little bit. Because now we damn near went into their house and got this shit done. What happens when they come to Arlington? We'll see y'all in a few weeks. All right? But well-deserved, Eagles. Y'all still on top. You're going into the bye week, and you're going to need it because you guys had a lot of injuries this past week. Yeah, that usually happens when teams play the Cowboys, win or lose. All right? Now, we had the nightcap. It was the Bengals and the Bills. What's there to say? I asked you guys, is it the Bills or the Dolphins that are the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC right now? Okay. We do what great teams are supposed to do against bad teams. We make them look bad. That's what you're supposed to do if you're a great team. But then when we get against the great teams, we fold. Now, in the Cowboys defense, you can't compare this game with that because the Bills were not this. You can't compare this game to that Eagles-Cowboys game. Well, honestly, I think both of those teams that night would have beaten both of these teams, if I'm being real. Okay? And there it is. Right on cue. There's the other one, right on cue. Damn, I didn't even program it to do that shit, y'all. It's like this shit knows, baby. This is Gridiron Nation. We're in sync. But, so, what do y'all think of this game? Bengals and Bills. I really feel like Joe Burrow, now that he's healthy, man, he's like, okay, it's my time now. And I'm going to show you guys what I do now. He's disguising that defense a little bit, okay? Joe Mixon still ain't running with the shit. He's getting involved in the pass game. Last couple of weeks had a touchdown or two, but Cincinnati is still very beatable at 5-3 right now. Buffalo, though, looks very vulnerable. I saw a graphic today that was posted saying what the playoff picture would look like if it started today. And the Buffalo Bills were not on it. That will change, I think. There's teams like Pittsburgh and them that are in that window right now, but that I think may not get there. I could see the Bills overtaking them. It would depend on the upcoming schedules. All right, so if we look for Buffalo. All right. So Buffalo, they have Broncos coming up in Buffalo. That's a game they should win. But then again, I don't know, man. Broncos. Yeah. They beat the Chiefs. Just saying. So that's not even a gimme game no more. Yeah, the Jets coming to town. So they have a couple of home games. back to back. Now, the Jets coming to town. What I saw from the Jets against the Chargers, oof, that Chargers defense that finally decided to show up. By the way, the week that I played against that Chargers defense in fantasy football, and it cost me the damn thing because Herbert didn't do shit. Yeah, that Chargers team. But anyways, I really think that they should beat the Jets, the Bills. Then you've got Philly. Won't be an easy game for either team. I could see a close game there. Then they got the Chiefs, the Chargers. Then they come back home for the Patriots, and then they go on the road to Miami. So Buffalo, they got a tough road ahead, but I don't know. I think Joe Burrow, though. Joe Burrow, I mean, he threw for 348 yards in this game? How many touchdowns he had? He had 2 touchdowns, y'all. Almost as good a game as that. Almost, bro. You're almost there. And you had more completions. Joe Mixon, 14 carries for 37 yards. That's how I am when I'm watching Mixon run the damn ball. Fuck, dude. What the hell, man? I drafted you in 2 leagues this year. Damn. Do something. T. Higgins, though, had a day, 8 catches for 110 yards, guys. T. Higgins is legit. And it's crazy because there could be 1 week where Jamar Chase goes off. The next week it could be Higgins. Sometimes it's Tyler Boyd. Hell of a pass game they have there. And the potential with those receivers is insane. Yeah. I agree, man. I mean, Zach Wilson was getting thrown around everywhere last night, y'all. Yeah. I don't know. But the Jets. Hey, did you guys see this thing that's going around? Oh my God, the media ran away with it. So after the game last night, right? You know, the players will come on the field, and sometimes you see players that know each other, play together for a while, show a little respect. So you saw one of the Chargers players, was this Asante Samuel? No. It might have been Derwin James. Came up to afterwards, after the game ended, to Aaron Rodgers, and the mic was on them, but he shook their hands, and it was like casual conversation type, quick stuff. And he's like, "Hey man, when are you coming back?" That's all he told Rodgers, and Rodgers like, "Give me a few weeks." That was it. And if you watch the video, okay, it was really very casual. That was it. Nothing like very adamant, like, "Oh, I'll be back here in a few weeks. It's looking good." I was just like, "Give me a few weeks, whatever. We'll see." That's what that told me. But the media ran away with it. All of a sudden, everywhere today on social media, CBS Sports, Fox NFL, they're like, "Well, Aaron Rodgers appears to hint at a timeline for possible comeback." I'm like, "Man, no, he did not, man. Come on." Like, slow ass news day I see. Shit. So, I don't know, man. But if you've seen it, then you understand what I'm saying. But Aaron Rodgers ain't coming back, especially because this really just hurts the Jets' chances of going to the playoffs. To be honest, this hurt their chances a lot, and I don't know if I see them. They're not going to bounce back. They're 4-4 right now. If I'm looking at the Jets themselves with their schedule, y'all, oof. At the Raiders, we're 4-5. They're like even right there, but they're at the Raiders, so I could see the Raiders winning next week. Then they go to Buffalo on the road. Told y'all that's probably a loss. And then they play Miami. I know Miami is what it is, but they should whoop on teams like this, and they will. Miami's still 6-3 right now, guys. Then they play the Falcons, who aren't going to be an easy one. May help, though, that they're playing in the Meadowlands for that game. And then the Texans come to town. Damn, they got 3 straight home games. Texans ain't going to be easy either. Look at what C.J. Stroud just did this week. A rookie record? Are you kidding me? Touchdown passes with 5 yards in the game? Damn. I believed in this dude coming out the draft, but damn. I love it, man. I've been saying it, man. The Panthers should have taken this dude. The Texans were like, oh, y'all ain't going to draft him. All right. Come on. So that's not going to be an easy win. And then the Jets go on the road to Miami. There's an L. Oh. They maybe beat the Falcons. Maybe the Texans. We'll see. Oh, no, maybe the Raiders. What about the Texans game? And then they got the Commanders who are like fucking heckle. Was I going to say heckle Jekyll? No, like Jekyll and Hyde. Then they go on the road to the Browns, which that's an L right there. Then they go on the road to the Patriots. So I don't know. I see them maybe winning 3 games. What do you guys think of that schedule? I don't know. But what I'm getting to, I guess, is if you're not making the playoffs, you're not bringing back Aaron Rodgers and rushing his ass back. Hell no. You have him one more year. Go in on next year. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see that. So now, talked about the Bills and Bengals, but shout out to the Bengals, man. They're still there. They're still there, but I don't think they are the best team in football because there's a team in their division that has a strong claim to that. And I want to ask you guys, who's the best team in the NFL right now? Who is it? We got Kansas City. All right. Kansas City is sitting there right now. They just came off another big win. They're beating teams, y'all. They're 7-2. That division is done. That division is done. They got it. Chargers are and the Raiders are playing their asses off trying to get in that playoff picture. Chargers are just hanging on after last night. So Kansas City, they have a legit claim as Super Bowl champions. They're in there 7-2. Yeah, they're balling right now. And then, of course, Philly. Well, I can't not put Philly in this conversation. I know they're getting ready to run their gauntlet. I get that of their schedule. Y'all want their schedule real quick? Let's look at it. They're 8-1 right now, guys. Philadelphia Eagles remaining schedule, bro. Check this out. Damn. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll. So they got a bye week this week, and they are going to need it because they got beat up this past week. I don't know if Goddard's going to be, how long he'll be out. But they play the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Okay, the gauntlet started with Dallas, which in my opinion, the Eagles just beat a legit team. Just barely at home, but they did. Because the Cowboys are a legit team. Now, the Eagles play the Chiefs, and then they come home and they play the Bills, which probably I don't expect to be an easy game because the Eagles' offense is not doing what they did last year. So let's just be real about that. 49ers come to town after that, and then they go on the road all the way across the country to take on the Seahawks after playing that Niners defense. Damn. Then they come home, they take on the Giants, then the Cardinals, and then the Giants. But they've got the Cowboys in there again. And that's going to be on the 10th of December, y'all. And I believe that is going to be on Sunday Night Football primetime again. But this week it was the Fox Game of the Week, so it was nationwide. And I think Dallas gives them an L right there. The rest of the games, I think it's going to be too hard to call because they are up there with all those teams. So the Eagles got a legit claim. Now, Baltimore. I say Baltimore for last, y'all, because they are my choice. They are my choice. I'll tell you guys why. Because not only are they beating legit teams, but they're fucking embarrassing these legit teams. Okay? All y'all been on freaking Lions sack all year. Everybody. Media, everybody. Oh, the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions are a contender. No, they're not. Better team than last year. But right now, they're not a contender. But either way, people were saying they were. What did they do? Ravens breaking 38-6. Destroyed them. Destroyed them. Okay? I look back a little bit. Look at what they did to the Browns in that defense in week 4. They went into Cleveland, okay, 28-3. Another legit team right there. The Bengals they had in week 2. I get it. This wasn't the Bengals they are now, but whatever. It don't matter. They beat them. They beat the Texans in the first week 25-9. So now their losses, yes, the Colts. The Colts have been that team this year that's been weird. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. They're like the freaking Washington Commanders of the AFC. That's the best comparison I can give you. Beat the Steelers. No, sorry. My bad. Steelers won that game. 17-10. They did beat the Titans, but Titans play hard. But the Seahawks are the one that I'm thinking most recent, which was this week. I'm like, okay, this could be another legit team. They're going to have trouble with, maybe. Now, 37-3. Now, the Baltimore Ravens are the best team in football right now. They may not have the pass game some of the teams have, but they got the run game. Lamar makes the passes when he has to. Zay Flowers, that's why people have been talking about him all year. Okay? Andrew's still a legit threat. Lamar's like, man, Gus still going to get his touchdowns running the ball without Dobbins there. Lamar still does his thing, that dual threat quarterback. And that defense is one of the best defenses in football. Roquan Smith is at the heart of it all. So, Ravens are my pick as the best team, and that is why. That's why, guys. That is the reason. I just gave you guys my reasons. Okay? Now, what do you guys got to say? Sorry, let me change the scroll or the ticker down here real quick. What y'all got to say? Baltimore is the best all-around team in the league right now, regardless of their schedule. I agree. But their schedule, they've played and beaten legit teams. Probably more legit teams than Philly has. I know that. I'm just saying. Maybe more than KC. So the problem is that KC-Philly game is going to tell us a lot in 2 weeks, y'all. In a week and a half. So I really feel that KC will win that game. I think KC is a better team than the Eagles. I'm just saying. You have the defending Super Bowl MVP. They are the defending champions. They have one of the best coaches in the league. Arguably the best coach in the league, arguably. He's got, well, maybe not arguably. I don't know. Maybe we need to do a segment on that. But I do think that KC is legit. And I think they're better than Philly. I just don't think they're better than Baltimore. Like, if you put every one of these teams on a neutral field, I think if Philly has to play KC, and I'm not saying this as a hater, guys. I'm saying with what I've seen on the field. If I have to put the Eagles in 2 games on a neutral field, one with Baltimore, one with KC, I'm saying that Philly walks out of there 0-2. I think Kansas City walks away 1-1, and I think Baltimore walks away 2-0. That's the way I see it. I know Mahomes is there, but you're kidding yourself if you don't think Lamar Jackson is not a legit MVP contender this year, because he is. He's going to work his way into the top pretty soon for me. I don't know. Maybe. But I got to see how Mahomes looks against the Eagles defense here in a little bit, but we're going to find out, man. KC does have a legit claim. Can't forget about Philly, my brother says. San Francisco or Dallas. Ravens look good too. Dallas ain't there, bro. I'm sorry. As among the best teams, if you're talking about the best 3 teams of football, Dallas is not there. They're not even the best in the NFC. And that's because Philly just earned that right the other night. Okay, regardless of what your reasons, whether you want to say refs, whether you want to say this or that, they won a close ball game at home. So they have the right now to be called the best team in the NFC. We'll see how that changes here in the next few weeks. Just saying. All right, so San Francisco, though, I got to see them get back onto what they were before this 3-game losing streak before I'm ready to put them back up there. I got to see it. And, well, let's look at, sorry, I'm looking at some of your comments right here. Yeah, come on, something come up. Sorry, y'all. Oh, Angel's talking about going to a game. Man, I would love to, bro. I just don't know if I can, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I got some things going on coming up financially, but who knows, man? Hey, if I win this football pool this week or next, it's on. Let's go. But they did, bro. I mean, you can say what you want about the refs, but Philly made plays when they had to. I'm sorry. Our defense gave up big third downs when at the worst possible time. When it was going to put us in a position to get the ball back and start to give the offense a chance to maybe go up a second score or something. I'm not going to completely say that the refs completely just gave that game to Philly, because we had our opportunities there. Philly made some plays when they had opportunities. So I do think that they earned it for now. Okay? For now. That's all I'm saying. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's the way I feel, y'all. I feel that Baltimore is the best team in football right now. I think Kansas City is a close second, and the Eagles are a third. But what do I know? I just like to talk shit about it all. Let's keep moving, y'all, because damn, I'm looking at the time. I'm like, shit. Let's keep rolling. Got a Week 10 NFL preview this week, y'all. And let's get it on. Let's get into it, guys. Let me get up here. Let's go. Oh, real quick. No, actually, I'll get on that on my after in a while. Sorry, my bad. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Okay, so the first game I got on the bill this week, guys, 49ers versus the Jaguars. Who you guys got? I know the Jags are at home. Jags, even at 6-2, have been like the Steelers to me. Like, there's times that I'm just like, they just don't look as good as their record. Does that make sense? And I know the Niners are coming off a bye at the absolute perfect time. They needed this bye. Bad. 3-game lose streak. What is the one thing you want when you've lost 3 games in a row? You're like, damn, we need a bye week. We need an extra week. Get shit together. And I think the Niners did. I know y'all going to hate on me for this. I have a feeling the 49ers win this ball game. I'm going to take the Niners. And I know maybe I'm being still believing, but I think the bye week should help them. The Jags just still have looked like a very vulnerable team to me, guys. They have. Just like the Steelers. At times like the Eagles, not as good as Eagles, but you know what I'm saying when I'm talking about the vulnerability that we've seen from these teams at times, because you watch their games or you watch them play and you're like, damn, but I look at that record and I'm like, how? This doesn't translate to what I'm seeing on the field at times. So I got the 49ers winning this game. I think they took this bye week to get healthy, to just work in some new stuff in the game plan, you know, because coaches do that, like we saw with Dallas out of their bye week. And just, you know, maybe Debo comes back. I don't know. But either way, I think the Niners win this game. And I really want to see what Chase Young, what he's going to be looking like here. They've had this week to get him into the defense, so should be interesting. Should be a good one, though. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, a close one. I'm calling a low-scoring game. I'm talking like 2017 type of game. Maybe lower. Shit. Maybe lower. There he is. Hey, fool, what happened? Did you finally see my text or what? What's up, JP? About damn time, bro. What are we? An hour and 20 minutes into the damn show. Yeah. One of the starring characters, man, just shows up late. But straight up saying it hurts my soul, he says. But if Philly beats the 49ers, they'll be the best in the NFC. I still think Philly is right now. Niners got to show me they can get out of this slump, bro. I think they will this week against a legit team like the Jags. So you may be right. You may be right. All right. So, but thank you for joining us today, JP. It says I barely saw my phone. Damn, bro. He says, I do think the Niners win it. Yeah. You're talking about the Jags game? Yeah. Jags tend to perform based on who they're playing, JP says. That's weird, isn't it? We seen it out of Miami, out of the Jags. Who else? We talked about it about somebody else. So Bills, where teams just play to their competition's level. The Eagles have done it this year too, every game. So yeah, Jags with the upset. I think Debo being out still will hurt them. I mean, is this an upset though? I guess based on records it could be, but yeah, I do believe most people still feel that the 49ers are the better team, even with the 3-game slide. So yeah, we'll see, man. Yeah, exactly. This pretty much is the consensus here. Jags are unpredictable, my brother says. The Niners rested up. 49ers smoke them. I do think it will be close, though, personally. I do think that. So that should be a good one, though, guys. That should be a good one. Now, let's move on to the next game. Wasn't that? I got to scroll up here. It's a lot of work. Texans 4-4 at the Bengals, 5-3. Texans really have an opportunity here, guys, to I know they're playing against sorry, I'm looking at the AFC North and I'm like, holy shit. This is the best division in football right now. Baltimore sitting at 7-2, first place. Pittsburgh's 5-3, second place. Cleveland's 5-3, third place. Cincinnati is 5-3 in last place in the division. Like, if this playoffs started right now, the entire AFC North would be in the playoffs. I still think Pittsburgh is going to drop off because they've been that team, like I've been talking about, that has not looked as good as their record. But back to the Bengals. 5-3. They're finally rolling right now, y'all. They're back on their thing. You know, now that Burrow's healthy. But, damn, CJ Stroud, man. How impressive has this rookie been? I mean, you just give him the offensive rookie of the year right now. Just give it to him. Because ain't nobody taking that shit from him. You know, he could sit out the rest of the year voluntarily. I'm not using the I word. I'm not going to do that. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, he said, I'm just going to sit out the rest of the year, y'all, and we'll just kind of tank for a better draft pick. He'd still lock up the freaking offensive rookie of the year, in my opinion. With just that last game, that did it. Bengals, though, rolling. I think Houston's got the better defense. Houston's defense, I don't know. Do I say underrated or I'm trying to pull up some stuff right here. The ESPN app is just tripping, so I'm gonna have to wing. I'm gonna wing it. But come on, where you at? Patience. No, Houston's defense, though, they've been very underrated this year, guys. I know they are top 5 in pass defense, which is crazy. It's crazy. But if you're looking at their overall defense, they are still top 10. Number 9. So, defense travels. But it will not work this week. I got the Bengals winning big at home. Big. Just decided. I think Burrow at home is going to go off. You know, CJ Stroud and his boys, they're high off of this right now. They're like, yeah, you know, this is my rookie record, baby, rookie record. And then there comes Burrow and be like, yeah, that's nice, Rook, but watch this. Jamar Chase is going to go off this game. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I got the Bengals winning this ball game. What do you guys think? What do you say? Okay. I'll give you that if you're saying it's close. So, okay, yeah. I can see that too. JP says Texans looked awesome with CJ Stroud, but since he is improving every game, Joey B looks healthy again. I think they take this one. I cannot agree more, my friend. I agree. And I think the difference is Joe Burrow, because what he does with those receivers totally like disguises how bad Mixon has been this year. and how bad that offensive line can be at times and how bad that defense has got. So, yeah, Joe B is legit, and he is back. He is back. Jersey says, but if the Texans can pressure Joe Burrow, they can make this very interesting. I agree. The offensive line is there for the taking. I think Joe Burrow, though, as he's gotten healthier, his quick release is back. So, but we'll see. But you are right. That has to be a key for the Texans is pressure this man. Do not let him get comfortable and start throwing those deep balls across the field. You know what I mean? To T. Higgins and to Chase. No, you don't want that because if he gets comfortable back there, that's what's going to happen. And then it gets out of hand. You know what I mean? CJ is a leader. No one is going up against. You're right. But still, he is still a rookie. That's all I'm saying. He's playing against another elite quarterback head-to-head, man. He's going to have to keep up. That's all I'm saying. I don't care what nobody says. Jersey says no QB can play under constant pressure no matter how good they are. Unless your name is Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. They did it at times. We saw those two guys have two of the fastest releases in NFL history. See how quick they get that ball. But you're right. No, but logically, I mean, technically and overall, you are right, though. I see what you're saying there. Pressure, I mean, not everybody is Tom Brady, right? So, yeah, you're right. You're right. Just got to throw him some pressure. As good as Burrow is, you get enough pressure in there. We've seen it. We've seen it. My brother Ignacio, he says Joe Burrow and the Bengals squeak out a win. So you're calling for a close one, too. All right. Bengals. Okay. Bengals with the win. I think we all agree. But hey, the Texans, man, they've been surprising people this year. So you never know. Let's agree, guys. The way this season's gone, it's been so damn unpredictable, man. It's been crazy. The upsets every week. You know, some of the not the gimme games, the toss-up games that aren't gimme games for one team or another. It's just been too hard to predict this year, man. It's been crazy. You know what I mean? You're right. Still make mistakes. Yeah. So let's move on, y'all. Which one I got last for you guys? This should be a good one. Maybe. Now, I told you guys the Ravens went in earlier in the season, and they put a beat down on the Browns in their own house. In the dog pound. Went to the dog pound. Ravens put a beat down. Well, Browns got Deshaun Watson back now. Mari's balling right now. He is. They need a little more consistency from the run game, but it looks like they're kind of doing a committee thing with Ford and Hunt there at times. Now they're starting to get Njoku involved. It's about damn time after what y'all paid him last year. Dang. But I think that defense has to show up. The defense does travel. They do. But the 5-3 Browns, they're going into Baltimore to take on, in my opinion, the best football team in the league right now. And they are hot right now. The Ravens are rolling, man. They are. So at 7-2, I mean, I can't sit there in one segment and go tell you guys that the Ravens are the best team in football and then tell you that I have them losing to the Browns at home this week. And it's not happening. Ravens going to win this ball game. It's going to be a low scoring game. Maybe. Shit, I've been saying that, and then they're blowing teams out. But I think the Ravens win this game something like, I don't know, 23-17 maybe. I think that's legit. What do you guys think, man? What do you got? What do you think? Oh, I didn't know this about that game. I still think he'll play, but yeah, we got to see if he practices this week. All right, Jamar Chase, we're going to keep an eye on that, y'all. We're going to keep an eye on it. Jersey says Lamar and the Ravens are going to blow them out again to complete the sweep. Deshaun ain't got it no more. Instead of being a pig, he should have been focused. Mr. Nasty Time. That's what he is. He's Mr. Nasty Time. That's when you know Deshaun Watson in the room and the lady's like, oh, it's Mr. Nasty time. Yeah, man. Instead of being a pig, you should have been focused on the pigskin. Look at Jersey. That shit's hilarious. Browns made a huge mistake giving him all that money. He says, yeah, fully guaranteed, too. That was insane. They don't look nothing like a freaking Super Bowl team. Now, I get it. Things can change. They got the defense, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Ravens defense smothers teams. The Browns have solid offensive weapons, JP says. But Watson isn't playing well enough to stay in this game. I don't know, though, man. I feel like their defense will keep them in the game. I think Watson can do enough, especially if they keep going to Njoku, and Amari Cooper is going to get his. But if the Baltimore Ravens want to focus on Cooper, then maybe you get a little bit more with Kareem Hunt out of the pass game. I'm just saying, this is what I'd be thinking, game plan wise. That's your plan B. Like you want to go to Amari, you know what I mean? If you're the Cleveland Browns, but if you start seeing a pattern where they're just shutting him down, they're doubling him up, and you just can't get the ball to him, then all right. And maybe there's pressure coming on Deshaun Watson, and maybe you go to plan B, which is, all right, let's just get the ball out quick. And then if they want to double up on Amari, let's just get Hunt out of the backfield and they get him going and pull those safeties down a little bit. Just saying. I don't know if that's what they'll do, and I don't even know if they would execute it right, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I think they can keep it close. But like I said, it won't surprise me if the fucking Browns roll them. Because the way the Browns are, the Ravens. The way the Ravens are looking right now, man, they're killing it right now. They really are. My brother Ignacio says, I've got to admit, though, the Browns are the biggest surprise to me this season. Ravens win a close one. Within 10. Okay. So you kind of agree with Jersey on that. Like the 7-10 type of thing, man. Jersey says, you gave this man $230 million, but when is he going to start playing like a $230 million quarterback? The Browns should be real contenders right now, and they aren't. Thank you. You know how many times I hear people talking about the quarterbacks like Dak Prescott, like he has Daniel Jones. I know who's out for the season now, by the way. Came back, couldn't even play a whole damn game. I'm sorry, JP. Sorry. Sorry for what my boys are about to do to you guys this week. Okay? Just saying. Off topic. But people talk about those quarterbacks like, oh, you paid Dak $40 million a year. Well, yeah. He sure as hell is playing a lot better than Deshaun Watson right now. I'll tell you that much. Deshaun Watson, man, he is not the quarterback that we saw in Houston. Hell, he's even looking scared to. He doesn't have that mobility like he used to. I know I ain't the only one. I know he'll still take off and run, but it's not as fast and elusive like he used to be. So, and he's got an elite wide receiver, at least an elite route runner in Amari Cooper. So what's the problem? They did trade away one of his receivers, Peoples-Jones, but still, I'm just saying. Now, that's true though, Jersey. Yeah. Ignacio says, my Baker Mayfield was a way better quarterback than Deshaun. I cannot respond to that, bro, because I fully disagree. Deshaun Watson, when he was in Houston, before this whole issue with him, was a baller, man. He was balling. He was. He ain't that no more, though. He ain't that no more. Jersey the King says, I know the Giants are regretting giving Danny Can't Drop a Dime Jones so that money. Dang. Can't Drop a Dime. That's a new one. Gotta hashtag that somehow. Candy Jack. Oh, y'all are clowning tonight. JP says the Browns defense is very good. Garrett is my pick for defensive player of the year so far. All right. I'm going to be real with you guys. Regarding this comment right here. There it is. I think I got to agree. Garrett is right now just beating out Parsons right now for defensive player of the year. We still have a whole other half of the season, but I think, Parsons, the pressures really do matter, guys. And he leads the league in pressures. And that's what has him up there. Okay, he's getting his sacks. Okay, he's not the top in sacks or up there. Garrett is. Garrett is killing it, man. He is. And the guy is a freaking monster, man. What he's doing to offensive freaking tackles and But Parsons is too. I think Parsons is a close second, but yeah, I got to agree with you, JP. I'm not going to, for real, I'm not going to be a biased hater. I think Garrett is playing like the defensive player of the year so far, but there's enough time yet that Parsons is so close behind him that can change. That can change very easily within a game or two. So, Jersey says, I don't know, Ignacio. Baker just got some good weapons at the wide receiver position in Tampa. Yes, he does. And he says when he had OBJ in his prime in Cleveland, what did he do? He pulled a Tony Romo, constantly just saying, whoa. You just brought up Tony Romo? Romo, don't you dare compare Baker to Tony Romo. Hell no. Hell no. Baker is not the quarterback that Tony Romo was. Tony Romo was a much better quarterback than Baker. So I'm hoping you're not going there, Jersey. You know, the first time I brought up Romo in one of our first debates, y'all, like you should have seen Jersey's reactions. It was fucking hilarious. I got to find the damn thing and repost it. Okay. All right. This is what you're saying. Didn't win in big games. Just saying Baker and Tony can't get it done big game. But you know what? Baker never got his team to the kind of level of games that Romo did. Well, Romo didn't get him past him. Like Baker never really got there, you know, when they in the playoffs. Like he wasn't, you know, always, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying. Coming from a Giants fan, JP says, when did Baker lead the Browns to the playoffs like Romo? That's what I'm saying. Romo would at least get us there. You know what I mean? Ignacio says, true, LOL, pulled a Tony Romo. Romo was better. Yes, he was. So, but that's what I got for you guys, man. So I think we all are in agreement. Let's look at the games again. Now we're kind of mixed on the 49ers and Jags. Okay. We said the Texans and Bengals. Most of us, we all picked the Bengals, and we all got the Ravens winning this game. So, yeah, I'm with you guys, man. Now, real quick. Y'all be sure to share this stuff, man. It's on all the pages, okay? Need you guys to be sharing my social medias. Like I said earlier in the show, trying to build this thing, man. You guys are my core. You guys are the heart of this. Need y'all. This is where we start right here. All right, we're going to blow up next year, man. That's what I'm saying. That's my goal. Gridiron Nation Podcast at gmail.com. I didn't get one damn question from you guys this week. One damn question. Now I'm going to have to reach out to other people. Say, all right, did you listen to the show? Yeah, okay. Email. And find me on Facebook at Gridiron Nation and the number 1. Share it all. Share everything, all right? Everything. Share it with your people. Share it in your sports groups, your football groups, whatever. All right, help me out. Twitter, same thing. At the number 1 Gridiron Nation. No one is back. One is on the other side of the words. Do the same thing, man. Share it. Help your boy out, all right? Instagram, I did get something on there this week, and TikTok, and I'm going to be back on it this coming week, I promise. Instagram at GGarcia_Gridiron, and TikTok at Gridiron Nation Podcast, y'all. So help your boy out, all right? That's all I'm saying. Now, let's get to your comments real quick before I get into the closing message here, y'all, because I got to talk about something real quick that if you're from Las Cruces, man, yeah, this is going to piss you off. All right. Now, okay, Jersey's got one for me. All right. Quick fan mail question, bro. How do you feel about Will Levis being named the starter for the rest of the season? I'm with it. And I told y'all at the beginning of the season that I thought this might happen at some point. Also, by the way, I did call the Heineke thing by mid-season, and it happened at mid-season. I'm just saying. I got to take my wins when I can, okay? Because there's too many times that I'm like, yeah, you were right. Yeah, you were right. I was wrong. But, yeah, I like it. You know why? Because the Titans know that they're not a playoff team right now. So this is the perfect opportunity that you give Levis a half a season, man, to get his feet wet in this. See what you got with this dude, which is obviously showing better than what they had with Tannehill, in my opinion, already. Okay, he's taking his lumps. He had that interception last game. It is what it is. But he's gotten DeAndre Hopkins relevant in this offense. That could help Derrick Henry. The lack of them trading Henry surprised me because I thought, okay, you got this rookie quarterback, you got Trey Burks. If they can just get that full healthy, damn, they might end up having to draft another receiver and running back. But I really felt you trade him, you get some draft capital, you start building around this dude. Okay, but maybe they're just like, we got to see what we have with him first. But I'm good with it. I think it's going to be a good thing for them. I think he can win some games. He's going to keep them in games with his arm. He's going to throw his interceptions, y'all. Don't. He's going to have his rookie mistakes because he's coming in halfway into the season. He didn't even have a full camp with the freaking with the number one offense and on their squad and their depth chart. So to do what he's done already without all that, like even CJ Stroud had that. He had a full camp with the number ones. They were going in. You are our guy. Levis was just thrown in there. So what I've seen from him, I'm like optimistic about him. You know what I mean? We did call 3 QB changes so far. Aiden O'Connell. Yeah, you called that one, Jersey. You did. Taylor Heineke, we called down Will Levis. So yeah, it's happening, y'all. Raiders ain't messing around either. They're tired of losing and shit. And they're like telling Devontae Adams, no, we got your back. You know, fuck these coaches. About that time. I mean, JP says, fan mail question, who is your MVP at this point in the season? Damn. Oh, shit. I really, at this point, after what I've seen, told you guys Tua and Tyreek dropped for me. Josh Allen isn't even in the conversation for me right now. It's between 3 guys, and it's the 3 teams that I talked about. I think Hurts is the third. Yeah, he's not there, you know. And it's not because the way he's playing. It's because he's got the team where they're at. You let them drop some games, and he's gone. I think that's going to happen. So he's like way out there. But I think it would, for me right now, it's Lamar with Patrick Mahomes very close behind him. Right there. They're neck and neck, maybe. I actually saw something today asking, it's Blogging the Boys. If y'all follow this, they're a legit Cowboys source, and they're very, very cool. I love the content they put out, and they put out a thing like asking, like, is Dak Prescott an MVP candidate based on his numbers? Because if you're looking at his numbers, he is. But I'm not ready to put him there. I got to see the big wins. But I'm just saying, there's going to be names that may come back up. I mean, hell, we could see Josh Allen ball out for the next 3 weeks. It's possible. And his bite back up there. We could see Tua and Tyreek Hill get back on track. Start putting up big numbers. You know what I mean? Winning ball games. That could happen. You know, I expect them to drop in this as their losses come. They're going to have 1 or 2 more losses. One's going to be to us. They may have 2 or 3. That's what I'm saying. So that's who I would go with right now. My top 3. But you know what, though, man? It's very difficult. Damn, I wish this was more than just a quarterback friendly award. You know what I mean? Because I would honestly tell you guys that maybe Jalen Hurts isn't even the MVP of his team right now. That would be AJ Brown. Sometimes they you know, Hurts just throws it up there, all blindfolded and shit. He's out there. Catch it, fool, catch it. And he does. Double coverage. Didn't the other night. My boys did their thing holding him down, even though we lost. But I'm just saying. Just saying. I don't see Puka doing it, though. No. You like Puka hasn't, like that Cowboys game, that hurt him bad. You got to will your team to a win. And in case you're listening to this later in the week, I just posted up Jersey says it's between 4 quarterbacks and a rookie receiver to me. Lamar Jackson, my homeboy, which is of course Mahomes, Hurts, Dak, and Puka Nacua. See Dak, I like this because he's working his way up there. You know what I mean? But you got to get the big wins. We've got some big games coming up, so he's gonna have his opportunity. CMC has to be there. Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you, Jersey. I don't know why. See, he didn't slip for me. He didn't. He did it. He's still the MVP of that team. And if they come back up, man, It's going to be on him. It's going to be on him. It has to be. Jersey says Vrabel sees something in Levis, to be honest. He's got D-Hop involved in his very first game. Got that man 3 TDs already, so I feel Vrabel made the right decision. Yeah, I cannot agree more. Cannot agree more. And it happened at the right time because you give a whole half season to this rookie to say, all right, we're getting you ready for next year, Rook. All right? So by the time they get into camp, him and D-Hop are gonna have some chemistry already, man. So it was a good move at the right time for a team that knows that they're likely out of the playoff picture. Maybe not completely mathematically, but you know what I mean? AJ Brown plays how we wanted Metcalf to play this season. Damn, JP, that is exact. That I couldn't have said that better. We've been talking about it, y'all, for years, right? Last couple years. Metcalf. Look at your size, dude. You're a freak of nature. You tower over every one of these DBs. Should be playing like freaking like Megatron was. Some games he does, and other games he's like, nah. But yeah, AJ Brown, that's been him this year. AJ Brown, it don't matter. You throw that damn ball up, man. He's there. He's been balling. Jersey says CMC is the MVP of that team. His production over the last few games hasn't been there. Yeah, but I think a lot of that's more on the defense, man. They've had to try to pass. You know what I mean? Because their defense has been giving up points. And what we're seeing is what we talked about with Purdy. They when they try, they can't. You know, this just not – Shanahan's system is not built to come back on teams. They're not. They depend on that defense, man. So is the run game. And, you know, to keep feeding him the ball. But – and lastly, Jersey says, I feel you on that. JP DK ain't been playing up to his potential. He should be the next Megatron, but AJ taking that title. Yeah, you guys called it. He is. Yeah. Ignacio, he says, AJ Brown is the beast of receivers this year. He is, man. He really is. You can give CMC the ball and he can make magic happen. I'm just saying, yeah, you're right, Jersey. That's why I still have him in that conversation. Okay, that slide is like a whole team slide. So I think he's going to bounce back. He'll get his name back up there for you. I think that's what's going to happen. So, all right, y'all. Now, I got to get up out of here soon, but wanted to share something with you guys really quick. Sorry, let me change this thing really fast. Where am I? Scroll. And by the way, like I've told you guys, all the social medias, okay? I need you guys to subscribe on YouTube. All of you, please go to your YouTubes, look up Gridiron Nation Vodcast, and subscribe. Okay, share it. Follow all the pages. Like them all. Share them all, most importantly. All right, share them all. By the way, Gridiron Nation Podcast, we are halfway through the season. More than halfway through the season, sorry. Right there, y'all. That is the rankings currently for the first annual inaugural Gridiron Nation Podcast Fantasy Football League, at which I am second to last. This is unacceptable. I need to go in and change some shit, manipulate it. No, I'm just kidding, man. I don't do that. But we got Isaiah sitting there in first place at 6-3, who beat me this week. Damn you, Herbert. Army of Champions at 6-3. And then Jersey, man, you lost to a dude that didn't have a receiver this week. He didn't have a quarterback this week. Dog, what happened? Dropped you 2 spots down, man. But Jersey's still there, right in the playoff hunt. Right there, 6-3. Triple P, that means puro pinche party. That's freaking Jose from work, man. He's at 5-4. Team Gallegos Angels sitting there at 5-4, man. So everything's real tight. JP, 4-5. We're so Purdy, my brother Adolfo at 4-5. Flarek sitting there with Wise Guys at 4-5. And there's your boy right there, Jet El Jefe, 3-6. I'm not out of it yet. Okay. Maybe logically, okay, but not technically, not mathematically. I'm still there, and everything's kind of still wine tight, man. So, you know, I think there's about 4 weeks left. If I win out, maybe. I don't know if I see that happening, man, but to the rest of y'all, good luck on the rest of the season. And like I said, I got, probably a trophy and a small prize for you for whoever wins the league this year. If it grows, then I can get something more to second place, where we got to grow the show next year. Okay. And we can get like 12 teams on here and stuff. And I can give like second place a prize too. So that's where we're at right now, guys. All right. So Austin Eckler happened. Yeah. Well, you're tied, but based on the points, it would drop you down as the third seed. Okay. Yeah, thanks for that, JP. I mean, I feel like there's a little bit of sarcasm in that. No, you know what? I know, JP. That's all sarcasm right there. At least you're not that. I might as well be. Shit. At least last place, Frank, without a quarterback, won this week. Damn it. I didn't. Yeah, man, you did. You did. So, and Jersey says, we them boys going to the playoffs, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you're right there, brother. You're right there. So, oh, now y'all clowning on me, right? So that's how it is tonight. Jersey says, true, at least you ain't in last place, man. Agreeing with my boy JP. But that's the way that looks right now, guys. So now I got to move on, man, because I got to get up out of here. But real quick, I got to share something with you guys, man. If you live here in Las Cruces, I'm going to do a screen share here really quick. And I did get permission from him to use this, but some of you may, where am I? May know Bobby Boulevard Azude. All right, guys. Have him on Facebook. The dude is as talented a graph artist as you can get. Very talented, man. The dude's done country music. He's done comedy stuff. Had me rolling, man. He used to do these skits on Facebook. Just a very talented dude. But where I really know the dude from is from back in the day. Those of you who used to follow the local hip hop scene back here in Cruces, back when Henry G was doing his shows, all that stuff. And they had a group called LOE that I used to do shows with, man. So I know all these cats, all cool cats, all talented as hell. And Bobby is one of those dudes, man. Well, he's been doing a lot of artwork around town. And I just got to tell you guys, man, that we had this thing happen. Okay, so this is an area near my hometown right here. Okay, I mean near my here in my hometown, near my house. Okay, I live out in Fair Acres, New Mexico. If you've ever been here in Las Cruces, you know where it is. Okay, but sorry guys, I'm trying to look at this thing now. The problem here is that you see the graffiti right there, right? So he decided, this was done by another artist years ago. This is under a bridge here at La Llorona Park. That's a bridge that goes over the Rio Grande River. And, he did this work right here, man. And people were like showing him love. He posted about it. He was like, man, because he did a post. I didn't want to share his page. Okay, I shared his post, the most recent, but I didn't want to go onto his page because I don't know if he has it private or whatever. You know what I mean? So I just shared the post, the most recent one. And what he did was he touched up this area here. They disrespected it. The fucking wannabe gangs and shit, man. Wannabe little taggers with their nasty ass little tagging. This ain't art. And they're going to disrespect somebody's piece of art. So he said, you know what? I'm going to use my what I do well, man, and I'm gonna go make my city beautiful again, and I'm gonna touch this up, man. Out of respect for the artist, because one thing about Bobby is he's not gonna disrespect the artist. That's why if you look down here on the bottom on these pictures, he kept that whole cloud thing there. He just kind of went over wherever the graffiti was and added his own flavor to it. That's okay. Well, somebody in the comments that day made a thing saying, well, what you're doing is illegal, this and this. You need to get city this. I don't know if that fool who made that comment is the one who ratted, maybe not. But what's messed up, man, is just a couple hours later, Bobby, he posts up a video and picture of two cops rolling up on him like he's down there selling drugs. Rolled up on him. City shut his ass down. The Las Cruces Public Art, who is a part of the Las Cruces city government. which is a bunch of shit. They're all shit, all of them, just as bad as our school, our local, public school board. But anyways, so they shut him down. They said, no, you can't be doing this. Now, the Las Cruces Public Art tried to say, well, it's out of respect for the artist. Check this out, y'all. If the artist was keeping an eye on this, then he would have gone and touched it up himself. And that's not disrespecting the artist. I'm just being real with it. Okay? What he was doing here, I'm sorry, but if that was my work, I'm like, you know what, dog? I didn't know that it had come to that. Thank you. And I respect you doing such a beautiful piece of work added to it. That's respect. Well, they shut him down. Now, the cool thing is you see this post with Bobby. He's talking about all the positive and negative feedback, from everybody. And if you look at the comments on this, guys, like it's nothing but love for this dude, man. So what I'm saying is, like, our Las Cruces, our whole city government, y'all are worried about shutting this man down. Where the fuck were y'all when they were putting this graffiti up, disrespecting this piece here? You know what I mean? Where the hell were you guys? All of a sudden now y'all care that they're like, oh, well, we will handle this through the proper. No. This man you weren't even having to provide him with the paint. But I guarantee you, if somebody has gone to the city with this before, they probably said, well, we don't have the resources right now to fix that. Nah, but a citizen here, somebody who cares about his community and the way it looks and is using his talent to take it upon himself and his own time and money to go do this, and y'all want to hate on this man, the city of Las Cruces, y'all is shit. I don't care, man. I don't care. I know I live here. I love my city. I love my city because of people like Bobby. That's why. Not because of our punk-ass city government. Nah, hell no. So that's all I got to say about that. But Bobby, I know you're not going to come out and voice your emotional side of this. You know what I mean? Because he's legit, man. He's a straight up dude. So he's just like, I meant no disrespect. He's like, we'll go through the process, but I'm going to say it. We're all saying it for you, Bobby. Fuck them. Thank you for being you, brother. And the work that you've done around town right now, we appreciate it because it's beautiful artwork for us to look at as we're driving down, going on with our day, man. So it's all one love to you, man. Bobby, keep doing your thing, bro. But I had to put that out there, man. Make people aware that how backwards our city government is, man. Y'all sending cops to shut this man down? Really? We got people speeding up and down that bridge, causing accidents. They had 2 cops roll up on him. Yeah, man. I think our city government has really, and PD too, for that matter. I know what y'all had nothing better to do. You had to send 2 units that day. Yeah. Y'all got it ass backwards. That's all I'm saying. I don't care. Come for me. Whatever. So that's all I got to say about that, y'all. But, it is all one love for Bobby, man. And doing you, brother. Keep doing you. And, just keep making them beautiful works of art, man. Keep making some music too, dog. You know what I mean? Because you're good at that too, brother. Definitely, man. So now, all right. I'm about to get up out of here, guys. But I got one more message for you guys. And all I'm saying is as we get into the holidays pretty soon here, guys, it can start getting real stressful, financially especially. I've talked to a few of you guys, man, that are friends of mine. And I know some of y'all are going through some things right now. And you know that I'm going through some things right now, financially and stuff. So all I'm going to say, guys, is, everything is going on with you, man, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, whether it's something with work or, you're just having trouble with finances, or maybe you're having trouble at home. Just stay on your grind with everything, guys. Stay on your grind. Sorry, I'm trying to put this in here now. Stay on your grind. And what your grind means is it's not only just your grind at work, man, because your grind is your work. You know what I mean? When I'm grinding, I'm working. But you also got to put in grind for your family life, obviously. Respect Jersey, like you said at the beginning of the show. putting in that grind with your wife, man. You're putting in that work, man. And it's not work for us, really. Spend time with family, making sure you're holding that down. That's our release right there. Part of it. This is one of them too. But you get what I'm saying, y'all. But when it's come to work, financial, I know you may be struggling, man, y'all. And I know, trust me, I know, because I'm right there with you. Sometimes it feels like, damn, we're those guys, man. We're the men of the household, that we got to be doing something. I got to hold my head above water. Some of us got families to keep up above water too. Sometimes it can be a little challenging, man, whether you're on your own or with family financially. But no matter what, guys, just please stay on your grind, man. Don't quit. Don't quit. You want more hours, go work more hours. You need more time with family on that grind, you spend more time with your family. Whatever it takes, man. You're going to get through it as long as you keep staying on your grind. I promise you guys. All right? So, that's all I got to say tonight, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. And, I got to put this up for y'all. Really, really quick, man, because I tell you, I've been playing with this little tidbit thing, and I love it. Thank you, Jersey. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. B says, yes. Go Cowboys. Go Aggies. Good night, B. Says, good night, Gabriel. Thank you for that advice. You got it, man. I'm here for you guys anytime y'all need to vent, because you let me do this and vent to you guys every week. And it's nothing but love for every one of you. All right. And Jersey says, before we go, he's talking about Bobby. Mad respect to you for speaking out on his behalf, bro. It's all love, man. It's all respect. So, that's right. That's right. No matter what life throws at y'all this week, man, like I said, you keep grinding. You keep grinding, because that's all you got. All you got is you and your grind, man. Jersey says, be water, familia. No matter what you're going through, just keep your faith and keep moving forward. Life throws curveballs, but eventually you will send that curveball out of the park. That's right. That's right. And he says, just keep moving forward. Just keep grinding. That's right. Because in the words of the great Bruce Lee, all y'all got to do is be water, my friends. I'm going to catch you guys on the flip side, on the B side, whatever you want to call it, man. Enjoy the football games this weekend. Be sure to enjoy the show on Saturday. I will be there, guys. Be sure to jump into the Gridiron show on Saturday. If you're here in my neck of the woods, it's 11 a.m. Mountain Time, y'all. All right? So be sure to jump on with me in Jersey, because we've got a hell of a lot more to talk about. I guarantee you that, man. So it is all love. Good night, B. Good night, B. Good night to both the Bs. That's right. My brother Ignacio, thank you. JP, thank you guys, all of you, for jumping in tonight, man. It's all one love. Be water, my friends. This is Gridiron Nation, familia. Like I said, I will catch you guys next week. Peace.
I'll be blowing up and booming like the 4th of July. The #1 draft pick. Them has-beens till they past tense. Everybody wanna feel this glory I bask in. Getting antsy when they see my silhouette in the smog. Then you struggle with your breathing as I creep through the fog. Let's get it on. Gonna meet me up in the end zone. Before they know it, when they looking up and I've been gone. We hype tonight. I show up under the lights. Gonna bring it if you really think you up for the fight.